RingGangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode.
Yeah, what's good, yo? Welcome to another live episode of Real Talk, where as always, the shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpion, the New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do's, LB, Lauderdale Boss, aka Shuttleworth the God, the GOAT artist, the Soul Wars creator, RingGangRadio.com in the building.
Yes, sir. Ring Gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What's good, yo? You already know who it is. Your boy King P. Bodega Boxing in the building. Ring Gang Radio, what up? Let's go. We live, direct in effect. Let's get it.
Hey, Bodega P, straight from the sewer. And you are in the sewer today. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, yes. As always, he's keeping our city safe, our streets safe from all types of mutated creatures and, niggas that wear metal over their bodies, all that weird shit. As always, we salute you for your service.
Hold on, wait. He protecting us from niggas wearing Wilder costumes and shit.
Yeah, I mean, between Wilder stands and Brady stands, it's been a busy day of fucking protecting my neck.
Shit, nigga. You know how I handle them Brady stands, nigga? I just keep forwarding the meme that Robert Horry sent early today, talking about, hey, welcome to the 7 Chip Club. That makes niggas furious for some reason. I'm talking about like furious. I'm like, damn. But first, I salute Robert Hart because that's my dude. Big shot Rob, man. I love that dude, man. He helped my Rockets win their two titles, bro. So I always got love for Robert Hart, man.
Played by you, Will Smith.
Oh shit, yo. But yeah, I just sent him that meme, man, and like I said, I spent like a quarter of my day just reading the comments after that tweet, and just been dying.
Wait, hold on. I know y'all not gonna talk no football while I'm.
No, we're not talking.
No. We're talking about memes, man.
Yeah, we're talking memes.
Yeah, no, because Robert Horry. Yeah, because
I don't even get to speak Super Bowl memes. Nah, nope, cut it out. Nah.
Nigga, we talking about a basketball player. The fuck.
That's right, bro. Nigga, you know who Robert Horry is, right?
It came from a football conversation.
It came from fuckery. That's why we were laughing.
Yeah. Are we getting fuckery this weekend though? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, there's more than enough fights, this coming weekend.
What? At least one robbery.
I'm saying one robbery,
one draw. One knockout of the year.
Maybe a fight of the year. Hopefully, praying for one. We'll see, man. So we'll start with our first card from Top Rank. Ooh, where we have the main event of Joe Smith Jr. and Maxim Vlasov. They're going to be competing for the title that Canelo gave up because he didn't want to compete with some real niggas at 175. The WBO light heavyweight title. You know what I'm saying? So,
I guess you could put it like that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, because why win a belt and then clearly that you can make the weight easily, and decide you don't want to compete with the belt anymore. You don't want the belt anymore. It was just like it was so mad abrupt, man. It was kind of insulting, But it is what it is. But at least it opened the door, for Joe Smith Jr. Obviously the man, with fist of steel, to actually try to become world champion for the second time. Yes, maybe the second time might be the charm. But before we get into that particular fight, they have an interesting co-main. Got Richard Comey, fresh. He's been kind of recovering from that knockout loss, that sudden knockout loss to now undisputed to lineal lightweight champion.
Undisputed lightweight champion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
We're not doing this again.
We're not doing this today. We ain't doing no semantic shit with you tonight, nigga.
Pound for pound, Number 2.
Okay. Next.
Okay. Yes, and he's facing now. His coming opponent is interesting. With Jackson Maneras. There we go. Where he is.
You mean the guy that got robbed? You know that guy.
Yeah, the guy got robbed. But the worst robbery of last year. I mean, he got fucked with no rubber.
And how you get robbed and the guy and you end up facing a better opponent than the guy that robbed you? Fuck is up with you?
And if you don't know who we're talking about none other than Mayweather Promotions prospect Rolando Rolly Romero. Yes.
Oh, the guy that fought like a couple weeks ago.
He did. He didn't look all that good, but he did what he had to do.
He improved from the robbery. I give him that.
Yeah, and Sparrow had just took a jab in his face. He would have been lost, but Sparrow decided to do other things, and he didn't stick to the script. And when you don't stick to the script, you do stupid things. So he made Roy look a lot better than he is. But Sparrow's
quality, but Coleman is the better fighter out of the two. So
no question about that.
It's levels.
Yeah, but it's an interesting contrast because Comey has power in both hands, especially his right hand. He has fight-ending power in that hand. Maneras though is a
career-ending power.
And Maneras, of course, is a very well-schooled technician with a very stiff jab and everything. So it's gonna be an interesting contrast of styles in the ring. Ring that night. So LB, man, what do you think of this fight?
Oh man, Comey Mariners. I think we're gonna get a good. What's it gonna be like? What, 10 rounders, 12 rounder?
I think it's a 12 rounder.
It's a 12 round.
I think we're gonna get a good back and forth decision fight, but I feel like it's gonna be we're gonna get the type of fight we were supposed to see with Rolly.
That's
meaning we're gonna see a guy who is gonna be attacking a guy who's jabbing at him, but he's not gonna be befuddled by the jab. Comey has seen a jab before.
Absolutely.
So I think he's gonna attack and basically just try to go at damn, I keep fucking that name up.
Yeah, I know, it's Maneras.
Maneras. And I think Maneras is going to just double down on his boxing like he did with Rolly, but he's going to need a little bit more than just a jab and some boxing for Comey, though.
Yeah, because Comey, he can be hurt, though, but you got to have some explosive power to hurt Comey. Either or you got to have some good stamina, because, that dude can fight hard for 12 rounds.
Yeah.
If you're not tagging him with your respects.
Better puncher than Raleigh.
Absolutely.
More variety in his punching power than Raleigh.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, no.
I think he wins though.
I'm not saying that there's not. I'm not saying that he can't, because Maneras seems like he has a pretty good chin. Just based on, he didn't seem to be effective. Yeah. Because Rolly, for all his faults, he can't actually punch. He is a puncher, and he was not once bothered by dude at all. It's so I'm willing to give his chin a good shot. But at least it's a very intriguing, because like I said, Maneras because personally he should have ran it back with Romero, but Floyd was no. Yeah, no. We done paid these judges off more than we probably should have, man. So yeah, we gotta give him some competition that this nigga can really handle.
Yeah, we gotta invite him to the Christmas party, man, we wasn't trying to do all that.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? We can't have Rolly out here being exposed, man. We trying to get him a shot at Teofimo Lopez or somebody in the future.
Yeah. How we gonna build him up for a tank undercard getting exposed? I don't know if he ready for a Badu Jack undercard.
Facts.
Who else Money Team got right now? Cause Leo was cool, but damn, he just took a loss.
Yeah, I know. He took a. I wouldn't say it's a bad loss, but not like a career damaging bad loss. Just like it was just, just
he could bounce back from that.
he could bounce back, yeah, for sure.
If Dog Bay could bounce back, then you can't tell me this guy can't bounce back.
But yeah. Dog. It's funny how Dog Bay is now like the standard for that now.
I mean, that's true. But that's what we want to see with our boxers from this generation.
We do, but
tested, win, lose or fail, they come back and they go on with their career. None of this, you lose and it's the end of the road, Boys to Men soundtrack shit. Like
end of the road.
Okay, that's not.
Nigga, I wasn't trying to sing that shit, nigga.
No more tunes, bro. No more IPF. No more WBA. GameStop.
Everyone has a song in their heart tonight.
Yo, how old is Coleman?
Like in his 30s, ain't he? Like 30.
I'm like, because I feel like he's been fighting for a while now. I gotta wonder if he's starting to get a little long in the tooth soon.
I mean, he's 33, so technically he should be in his prime still.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I thought he was older.
I don't know, but he's had some fights, some wars.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he got a little mileage on him.
He might be shop worn soon, so who knows?
Yeah, I mean the Easter fight. I mean it was probably one of PBC's best fights. That's at least like a top 10 fight on PBC on what the hell was that? What's that defunct channel now? It's Paramount. Was that
Bounce?
Yeah, no, not Bounce. The other one, Spike. There we go.
Spike, yeah, which is now the Paramount.
Yeah, and then Shafikov, and then which was on American TV, but that was also another war, and then of course he had the fight with Beltran, which was pretty good, and actually he whooped his ass though, but it was a pretty good fight though.
Yeah.
So Deuce has some mileage on him. So personally, I think Comey will actually handle this guy. I think he will stop Menarez. I'm thinking that maybe he might stop him like maybe round 8 or 9, somewhere around there.
Damn, that's a bold prediction. Like, you got me on that one. I don't know if I could say that. Like,
I was gonna say Comey decision, but
yeah.
That might be the same because obviously because he's the house fight. I think there's probably more money with Comey than Menarez. So if that does go the distance, it's almost unless Comey.
But if Menarez looks good again, like you know how boxing be, they might just say, well, this will make up for the Rolly fight if it's close enough.
Word.
But damn, this is a good. I don't know who I would say to win this. Because you don't know how much Comey has lost off of that damn takeover.
Oh, shout out to Joshua, Joshua O, salute him. He said, need to feed the winner to Rolly. You think Floyd will allow that though? Yeah, Comey and Rolly, that's a bad idea for Floyd. For Rolly. Rolly doesn't need that in his life, although he should get it.
The loser to him, I don't think he needs that either.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. So both of y'all say Common, King P decision, Pat, late KO. Wow. I actually think Menarez could pull this off.
And I respect that.
And I wouldn't be shocked if he did.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't think he has enough firepower. Like he might be too Herrera-ish for his own good. Fuck it. So Comey by decision, split decision.
Split decision. Oh. Okay.
I think we're gonna get a close type of heated fight. It's gonna have a lot of boxing, but it's gonna have some good exchanges. Like,
also another thing for sure is like I said, because top ranks co-main events though have been fire like as of late. So
facts.
Yeah. So I'm not expecting. That's the only thing I'm expecting. I think this is. I think this is definitely going to be a good or great fight on paper, and it's going to play out in the ring as such. Because like I said, Top Rank has been on point with their matchmaking for these co-mains, like seriously on point.
Yeah.
And
At least he could take a lesson or two.
I'm saying, like, well, for Fox at least, at least for Showtime, they seem to have something going. They have some momentum going with their
This
match.
year.
This year, but Fox needs.
Trust me, they'll find a way to piss us off.
They always do. They always do.
Let's have a Luis Ortiz, Lara, Bartholomew card.
Oh boy, the all Cubans.
Yeah, that's LB's worst nightmare.
Like, so much running.
Oh, then and then of course we'll have that. And then next time we'll have Areola in there facing either Ruiz or someone he shouldn't be facing, or because Areola shouldn't be on TV. Something crazy.
Areola and Charles Martin.
Oh God!
Yeah, I mean they're gonna give us old nipples versus new nipples. So I mean it's gonna happen. Areola versus Ruiz.
Yep, and then when that happens and it's official, then believe me, we will talk about it and we will definitely be negative about it. That's for damn sure.
People are gonna be like, "Well, keep some of that smoke for Andre Rosado when that come out."
Oh yeah, there'll be smoke for that too. We don't fuck around with some of the shit that gets made. There's a lot.
Everybody could get it, man. Like, ain't no promoter love over here. You get props when you deliver a good card, but you get shitted on when you deliver that.
Absolutely.
Ain't no love, ain't no bias, ain't no Hotep shit.
Nah, absolutely not.
Just real fan shit.
Absolutely. Oh man, and now we go to our main event, which is pretty interesting. Like I said, we got Joe Smith, as we mentioned before. Joe Smith is kind of streaking right now. Like after the loss to Bivol, which he was pretty much outboxed maybe 10 or 11 rounds out of the fight.
He's leveled up since.
Yeah, he's definitely leveled up. For
Even
sure.
the hyperbolic chamber.
Hyperbolic time chamber, yep.
Yeah, like I said, dude's power. Dude has always had the power. Obviously, he's probably put down. At least if he hasn't stopped him, he's at least dropped him in his last 8 or 9 fights. I think Bivol's the only one that did not go down at all.
Bivol.
Yeah, but he had Bivol. And I was there. I looked at him too. I was like, I was right there. I heard that shit. I was like, damn it! There's only a few seconds left. Bivol was gone. I was like, maybe about 15 more seconds or so, he would have been on the canvas out. But Bivol hung on and kept his light heavyweight title. And then of course he faces Jesse Hart early last year and wins pretty impressively. And then he rattles off a highlight reel knockout of former light heavyweight champion Eleider Alvarez. Brutal. And that one I had to rate high too, because Alvarez, that guy is hard to hurt. I had never seen him down or anything like that. And Joe, my age might have caught up to him, but Joe pretty much boxed his ass, hit him all types of shots.
Caught up to him.
Yeah. Alvarez.
He Joe Smith moved his hands in those fights.
He did.
And that was the biggest difference. He fought like how people be complaining when they be wanting Broner to damn move his hands and Swift to move his hands. That's what he gave us, and it showed. So hopefully he's bringing that mind state to this dance this weekend, because he's gonna need it.
Yeah, his opponent Maxim Vlasov. Now he's not as known to the American audience or whatever, because mostly this dude has actually bounced up and down some divisions. He's fought at super middleweight and cruiserweight. He has his wins over Derek Finley. He's lost to Zerto. That was his first loss, or first or second loss. He's fought Chilemba. I think he split 2 fights with Chilemba. Yeah, he's been up and down. Like, I mean, he's never been knocked out at all. Like, and he's serviceable. Like, he's 45-3 with 26 knockouts, so he has some pop behind him. But he doesn't have Joe Smith power. That he does not have. And he's also about 34, 35 years old, give or take. So, I mean, earlier today, I read something about him that's like, where dude was specifically mentioning his power by saying Joe Smith can't box. I personally, and like I said, I would say someone like a Bivol could probably could box him up, but even Bivol couldn't avoid his power. Like, Bivol got tagged once and was almost gone.
All it takes is one.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing I'll say is I do feel that Joe Smith has improved tremendously since when we first saw him. So I'm not going to say, oh, well, he can't box, because he's definitely shown some different things. He's learning on the go, but he's definitely much improved.
Very much so. Like I said,
he's got his crew. Like, he's a little more polished.
Yeah, and like I say, he's also tough too. Like, I mean, Joe Smith, dude has had his jaw broken twice. Well, one of them resulted in a stoppage. The other one, he actually went the distance with a broken jaw. So he's tough. Joe Smith I personally have never seen him down yet. So I don't think he's even been down. He's been stopped, but he hasn't been down. So but personally, I honestly think it's going to be Joe Smith's time. The only thing I can see is maybe Vlasov, because he's actually fought at cruiserweight and he's never been knocked out himself. Maybe he might actually, he might have enough. Because you know how there's sometimes if you go up and down the scale, so sometimes, maybe if you fight at a high weight for so much, you might be able to take some punches a little better.
Yeah, but that might be a detriment going up and down too much, especially when you're going down. It's easier to go. It's easier to go up than it is to come down.
For sure. And like I said, Vlasov has actually fought at cruiserweight. He's actually faced some actual cruiserweight punchers without being knocked out. So,
that was then. This is now.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe Smith, if he fights him like he did Hart and Alvarez, it could be a long night unless that chin don't hold up. Because
then it'll be a short night.
Yeah.
Hold on, what'd you say?
I said then it'll be a short night. It'll be a long night, or it could be a really short night.
Yeah, it'll be a long night in that hospital room.
Yeah.
Joe Smith will body your ass.
Yeah. Because I know Vlasov is already saying like he's gonna try to. He's not impressed by Joe Smith's boxing ability. He's gonna try to box him.
Keep thinking that.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, and honestly, like I said, I one thing I don't see is I don't see this fight going the distance. Like I really don't.
Me neither.
Yeah, no. Personally, I think as soon as Joe Smith catches him with a combination, Vlasov is probably going to take a knee. Like he's going to be out of there. Like Joe Smith hits like a ton of bricks. Like you can try to box him all you want, but if he catches you clean, you're going to be in some trouble.
And you notice like lately, it's like he's faster on the trigger now.
Mm-hmm.
So like
because he has confidence knowing that he can.
And then his boxing has improved. Like his form, the punches. Like I've noticed it. So that also helped him. Like he said, the confidence, all of that. So I think Joe Smith realizes it's gonna be his time. I'm thinking like maybe just a barrage of punches, like a 6-round knockout.
Damn it! I was literally thinking that myself. 6-round knockout. Get out my head, El.
I am going to also go for a signal for a Joe Smith knockout. I am thinking that he'll probably put him away in maybe 4. Exactly. I honestly, if Vlasov will not last the distance, I just don't see it. Because he's got to take some shots. Unless Vlasov wants to get on his bike and go ring around the Rosie, which definitely won't get him no decision. Or fight struggle. Like clinch that dude like constantly, which is going to piss a lot of people off. And I hope he doesn't do that.
Yeah, but Joe Smith worked the body now. Like he has a little decent mid-range game. Like I think Joe Smith is just going to wear him down and just beat his ass. Like.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't too much he could do, unless he gets off first and pushes Joe Smith back, behind the jab and box.
Yeah, because honestly, now I think the stars are now definitely aligned for Joe Smith to pick up a title. Because if you ever heard me talk or mention before about who's the most marketable type of fighter in boxing, it's the white American fighter, the white American heavyweight. Heavyweight is first. If you're a white American heavyweight, you're a gold mine to promoters, especially if you can actually fight a little bit. If you can fight a lot, you're good. And then after that, it's any white American fighter in the division. And Joe Smith is a white American fighter from Long Island, New York.
So you need to tell me, Caleb Plant is gonna, say fuck a Canelo fight, and he's gonna move up and fight Joe Smith for like the white American title, like.
I mean, that's too ambitious for Caleb Plant. Like, he's not gonna do shit.
Nah, he's from a different breed of white people, so.
Yeah. Caleb Plant is a different type of white fighter. Joe Smith is another type of white fighter, and it sounds wild to say this, but it's the truth. Like, and I said it before, America likes its white fighters white.
Yeah,
so saying so basically his career just gonna go into overdrive if he knocks dude out, this weekend. And
yeah, because Arum is already talking. Like, as soon if he wins, then he's gonna put him in a unification with Better Beef.
Yep.
And Better Beef, we'll probably talk about his fight in the next couple of weeks or so.
Honestly, I like Joe Smith in that Better Beef fight, man. I don't care if nobody's. I think he's real live in that fight.
Oh yeah, so
he's definitely alive. Only because fucking Better Beef's activity leaves much to be desired, unfortunately, when it comes to fighting, and he's like the inactivity is gonna come back to haunt him eventually.
I just think Better Beef chin is like it's too cold early for a guy like Joe Smith.
That's true. Yeah, but Better Beef is one of those people, like, if you don't put him away, obviously he's 15 or 16.
No, you got to put him away early.
And Joe Smith could do that.
But that's the thing, and that's where if Joe Smith fails to put away Better Beef early, Better Beef will warm up and Better Beef will hand out an ass whooping like you won't believe.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you don't get him started.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I honestly, that would be a great fight, and that's why you got. So that's why you hope that.
Honestly, that fight reminds me of like Angulo Kirkland.
Yeah, honestly, that could actually probably be that way, and also too, Better Beef is also getting up to. Better Beef is like 36, 37, so he hasn't had that many hard fights, with the exception of his last fight. Like all these inactivity, and like Pete said, it's gonna catch up to him. Like he can't have this type of inactivity all the time. And part of it's not his fault. I mean, he's had COVID. He's caught COVID. He's had COVID, canceled fights. He has a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of things with him. But he's still undefeated. He still has not been the whole full distance yet. And he's unified 2 belts, and he actually rules 175. So it's. And just the thing, I think Better Beef, when his career is done, it'll just mostly like his potential, like what could his potential really have been, if things were a little different.
Yeah. If only Better Beef could have had the career that piece of shit Kovalev had.
Exactly.
y'all kind of sounding off too early. Like let's let these fights happen. So.
Yeah,
we still got this weekend. Joe Smith still got to win. Better Beef still got to win. The world still got to turn.
Yeah, obviously, Joe Smith. But obviously, Arum is probably frothing at the mouth right now for that to win. Now, if Vlasov wins, it's gonna be like, well, Better Beef is going to just have to take his belt away. that's pretty much what. The excitement for that one probably won't be as high though, but. One thing's for sure is like we're all in agreement that a fate is probably going to happen in this fight, and it's going to be in favor of Joe Smith. And he's gonna finally pick up a world title.
Knockouts are all across the board. So next,
and then also with this fight too. Obviously, Top Rank's undercards have actually been pretty decent lately. We got Jared Anderson the heavyweight hopeful, the heavyweight talent, facing Kingsley eBay, one of the stars of the bubble, Top Rank bubble. And then you got Adam Lopez, the man who actually dropped Oscar Valdez in that fight, and almost, came close to knocking him out. He's gonna be on the card, and and then a couple more of Top Rank's prospects. And of course, that'll be a
solid night of boxing right here. Hold on.
Yeah, very, very much so. Yeah, Adam Lopez is facing Jason Sanchez, who also fought Valdez as well. So
this is what Saturday, ESPN Plus.
As usual, yeah. I think
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Yeah, 7 o'clock. That's when the full card starts. And then the main card I think is at 10. So yeah. Obviously it's not gonna be like the PBC one where you can actually sense the struggle from the undercard. This one's actually pretty decent.
I don't even want to bring that back up again. I feel like we might jinx shit.
Yeah, knock on wood. My table's wood, so I'm gonna knock on it real quick. So yeah, so that's the card, man. So Top Rank. That's a pretty good fucking card for Top Rank, man. So yeah, it's 7 o'clock ESPN Plus, and then 10 o'clock for the main card. It's gonna. So yeah, don't miss it. And then going on to the next card too, we have another card from